What's up, bass players? Ryan here from BassMatter, taking you through the core bass learning program. In this lesson, we're going to take a look at grooving over the major scale and the natural minor scale and why those scale degrees are so much more important than people think. Let's jump in. All right, players, in our last lesson, we learned the major scale and the natural minor scale. And by now, you probably have a pretty good idea worked out of how these particular scales play and how they sound and how you can play them comfortably all over the fretboard. You get a good sound out of them. Things are consistent. You're alternating with your right hand. You're using more than two fingers, and you've got a pretty good thing going. When we start looking at making songs out of these scales, a lot of people are kind of taken aback for a second. They say, making songs out of it, that's just one scale, okay? Well, as I mentioned last time, the major and the minor scales is the foundation of most of the music that we listen to today. So knowing these two shapes is big. Now remember, we also looked at the numbers that were on the dots on that chart of the scales. And those were referred to as scale degrees. Today I'm going to give them a different word and call them intervals. So now we're going to be playing by intervals, okay? So if I were to take my major scale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and use numbers in place of notes, so I don't have C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and start communicating about what numbers to play, now we can start creating a song. So let's take some numbers from our major scales. We've got 1 through 8. I'm going to take 1, 3, 4, and 5, okay? So I'm going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm going to play 1, skip the 2, play the 3, play the 4, play the 5, and attempt to make that musical. Let's see what happens. Perfect. We have like a bit of a bass line going here. Now let me go a little bit farther and see if I can take some different numbers instead. So now I'm going to take 1, 5, 6, 4. 1, 5, 6, 4. These are just from the major scale shape there, and I'm going to play them, give them 4 beats per note. So I've got 1, 5, 6, 4. Sound familiar? How about Frozen's Let It Go? That's the popular song that's out there right now as I'm recording this video. Go to the chorus there. It's 1, 5, 6, 4. So is Don't Stop Believin'. And if you guys haven't, go and find the video from the band Axis of Awesomeness called the 4-Chord Song. It talks about that particular combination of numbers, 1, 5, and 6, and 4, and covers a huge range of songs that use that same progression out there of 1, 5, 6, 4. It's a big deal, and there's a lot of music that uses it out there. And this is going to be great because it's going to shrink music. It's going to make things a lot smaller. But let's talk about a habit that a lot of people have when they try to start creating from a scale. You learn the scale in an ascending and a descending fashion. You can certainly break that habit now. You don't have to play things consecutively. You don't have to play them in order. You can mix up the notes. So go to your major scale and pick 5 notes out of it, pick 4 notes out of it, pick 2 numbers, or I'm sorry, numbers, not notes, pick 2 numbers out of it, and just play those numbers. Put on a drum machine, go to YouTube, you're already here, go to YouTube and grab a drum track and just start playing to those notes from your major scale there, and you'll start hearing a lot of familiarity with some songs out there. Some popular number combinations out there, 1, 4, 5, also 1, 5, 6, 4, also 2, 5, 1, a very, very popular combination out there. And this is the introduction to starting to play by what's called Nashville numbers. Now, being able to really play with Nashville numbers pretty advanced, you're going to have to understand the diatonic order and which numbers are major, which numbers are minor, and which numbers are diminished. And we'll talk about that down the road. But for now, start getting really familiar with the intervals, okay? Now you can also do the exact same thing to your minor scale. You can go to your natural minor scale and just pick some notes and start playing a riff out of it. Just take some notes and start making songs out of it. Don't worry about playing things consecutively and following a perfect order. You can play them all over the place. Start exploring that. Start grooving with it, because that's the majority of music that you're going to play. And this light bulb's going to go off pretty soon, that you start looking at songs, you're like, oh, it's all in a major scale. So here's another crazy thing. We talked about how there's only 12 notes on your bass. Remember that video? Only 12 notes on your bass, okay? In every key out there that we traditionally play in, major and minor keys, there are 7 notes. Now 7 is more than half of 12. So in every song that you're listening to, almost every song that you're listening to, you could simply guess and hit a right note most of the time. Because of those notes that are in that key, 7 of them are on your fretboard, and then the other 5 are wrong notes, and you'll be able to hear pretty quickly. So be fearless. Start trying to play to some music and start playing a major scale and play it all over the fretboard until you find the right one. I bet you'll find one that's going to work out just fine, and that'll help you find the key of the song. So that's great for ear training. It's great for finger style dexterity training. It's great for learning more about your scales, learning more about your your different shapes on the fretboard, playing by your intervals, playing by your numbers. It's a really, really powerful tool. So that wraps up this conversation about playing grooves over your major and your minor shapes, and hopefully starts giving you some new ideas out there that music, although big and beautiful, is oftentimes something that we can put into a bit of a smaller package and start working on in small doses and start feeling really rewarded with our playing pretty darn quickly. That's it for this lesson, guys. Make sure that you stay tuned for the next lesson, which is going to be a conversation about using words correctly. That way we can all be on the same page when you use words like tone and dynamics and a rhythm. That way we have the same definition and everybody's communicating effectively with those types of things. Make sure you find us online, guys. Please like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, find us on Instagram, find us on Google Plus for whatever reason, and then please subscribe to our YouTube channel right here. Tell a friend, like this video, share it online. We want to be able to get more people out there access to learning bass for free. This is a fun thing to do. Ryan here, signing off from BassMatter.com. We'll see you guys at the next lesson.